This is a review for the test 3 that is due on Friday. Here's number 1. The exponential function with base b is defined by, I'll use black here. Well, actually, I'll use blue. It's b to the x. B is greater than 0 and b is not equal to 1. Using interval notation, the domain is the whole real line. And the range is 0 to infinity. Fill in each blank so that the resulting statement is true. The graph of the exponential function f with base b approaches but does not touch the x-axis. This axis, whose equation is y equals 0, is a horizontal asymptote. So those answers are there. Number 3, fill in the blank so that the resulting statement is true. The formula gives the balance A and an account with principal P and an annual interest rate of R in decimal form, subject to compound interest paid n times a year. The equation y equals log base b of x is equivalent to the exponential form b to the y equals x. B to the y equals x is that one. Using interval notation, the domain of f of x equals log base b of x is 0 to infinity, and the range is minus infinity to infinity. We're pretty good at these. In exponential form, 2 to the 9th power equals m. In logarithmic form, log base 7 of 343 equals 3, and it's because 7 to the 3rd equals 343. Logarithmic form, the base is a. Log base a of 1125 is equal to 3. This here is -1. The square root is the 1/2 power. Log base 5 of 5 is 1. Log base 10 of 10 to the 11th is 11. E to the natural log of 120 is 120 because they're inverses. So again, it's like they cancel. Log base 3 of 13 times 5, you use the power rule. So that's log base 3 of 13 plus log base 3 of 5. This is the division rule, which turns into subtraction. This is log base 2 of 4 minus log base 2 of y. But then we're supposed to know that the power that you raise 2 to get 4 is 2. So that changes to a 2. This is equal to 2 minus log base 2 of y. Here we're using the power rule. We can bring the 5 out in front. -5 log of c. Here we're just trying to recognize that this is just the natural log of x to the 1/12 power, and then we can bring the 1/12 in front. This is 1/12, the natural log of x. We're going to start using these rules together. So this turns into 2 logs, log base b of x with the 2 in front, plus log base b of z. Remember to put the base b. This has some multiplication, subtraction, and powers. All the powers go in front. 3 log base b of x plus y has no power, so there's nothing that comes out in front here. Base b of y minus 2 log base b of z. Now we're contracting. This is log of 8. Well, I'm not going to put that as the answer. But this is equal to log of 8 times 125, which is the log of 1,000, which is what we're supposed to know offhand because the base is 10. And so the power of 10 that gives you 1,000 is 3. The log is the power. This is simply the log of 12x. Can't simplify. 1 log, all numbers in front of logs are powers of the letter involved. So this is log of y times z, but this y had a 1/2 on it. Use the change of base formula. The power of 2 that gives you 16 is 4. 2 to the 4th is 16. Okay, here we're going to do the change of base. 8 to the 2x minus 2. Well, 64 is 8 to the 2nd. And therefore, because the bases are equal, you can drop the bases. And the powers are equal. 2x minus 2 is equal to 2. Add 2 to both sides. 2x is equal to 4. Divide both sides by 2. X is 2. The solution set is 2. Here, we know the rules here. We wrote this down last time. 10 to the x is equal to 4.63. You take the log on both sides. You bring the x in front. And then you're solving for that x. And so x is the natural log of 4.63 over the natural log of 10, and you take this and you put it here, and then you take this and put it in your calculator, and then that goes here. So calculator to 2 decimal places. Okay. Same thing here. E to the x equals 22 over 7. So you divide both sides by 7 first. Then you take the natural log on both sides. So you have the natural log of e to the x equals the natural log of 22 over 7. The natural log and e cancel, so this is just x. It's the natural log of 22 over 7. And this thing in the box goes in there. And then the decimal approximation goes in here when you put that in your calculator. I guess I can do that here. I don't have a calculator down here though. Here we're using some log rules. This plus becomes multiplication, and then we're going to drop the logs. So this means that log of x times x minus 8 is equal to the log of 9, base 9, log of 9. And so now we can drop the logs. And so this means immediately that x times x minus 8 is equal to 9, and then it becomes algebra. So this means that x squared minus 8x equals 9. X squared minus 8x minus 9 equals 0. factor x minus 9 times x plus 1 is equal to 0. This means that x minus 9 equals 0 or x plus 1 equals 0, in which case, going this way, x is 9 or x is equal to negative 1. Now we know that because logs, the domain of the logs is the positive x-axis, that negative answers are not allowed. The answer is 9 and 9 alone. Same thing here. This addition then turns into multiplication, so you get the natural log of x minus 4 times x plus 1 equals the natural log of x minus 8. Now we have two logs on each side. We can drop the logs. X minus 4 times x plus 1 equals x minus 8. We'll factor x squared minus 3x minus 4 equals x minus 8. X squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 0. X minus 2 times x minus 2 is equal to 0. This means that x equals 2. However, 2 does not work, as that would give you the natural log of negative 6. You can't take the natural log of a negative number. The answer is no solution. We're looking for the time. We'll do this very carefully. Oh, good. We have the space too. So we know that a equals p times 1 plus r over n to the nt power. We'll just replace all of these things. A is the amount accumulated, 1900, equals 1000 times 1 plus 0.161 over 180 raised to the 180 times t. And we'll just note that it's t that we're looking for. We'll divide both sides by 1000. 1900 over 1000 equals 1 plus 0.161 over 180. Now at this point you can make that a decimal, whatever decimal that is, and let me get the calculator out. One plus 0.161 divided by 180 equals, I'm sorry, let's do that again. 1 plus 0.161. Oh, let's do this because I think the order of our operations is wrong. This is clear. 0.161 divided by 180 plus 1 is that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of that. Okay, and then okay, and so then this is equal to, so then you take the natural log on both sides. You bring the power in front. And then again, you're solving for this t here. And so you just divide it out. T equals the natural log of 1900 over 1000 all over the natural log. I'm sorry, the natural log is right here. All over the natural log of 1 plus 0.161 over 180. You just have to be careful when you put that in your calculator. All right, that's it. If you have any questions, just let me know.